Wanda.
Vision residents.
Hey everybody, this is Petey from the Spin Rack, and we also have
Calvin Ellis, ready to rock.
now. Ultimately, there's not much news coming out of Disney, but there's a little bit of news coming out, and they just let out. Let's see the picture of it. Let's see if I can find it. Basically, they had a little bit of news about WandaVision, and they're going to add a certain story to this tale. And the story that they're saying is going to be, let's see if we can see it now.
We want to see this story.
They're going to say they're going to put Vision Quest in it. Now, I'm a fan of,
White Vision? Okay.
the spectral vision. So the idea is that they're going to use pieces of it in their Tom King menagerie WandaVision, which is a whole bunch of different things. Now, I, as a person who's a comic fan, a Byrne fan, a West Coast Avengers fan, I might have been okay with this. The problem I have is you need a history of the Vision being broken down, shut down. You need Roger Stern's Dangerous Vision, where Vision takes over the world, and then you get your WandaVision, you get your Vision Quest, where Vision is then his mind is white, because then you have a reason for it, and you have a reason for the Avengers' reaction when she's like, "Hey, he's all messed up," and they're like, "What do you mean? He sounds the same." Like, so I don't know how this is going to work. This is like the giving you piecemeal and what they always do. So I'm kind of worried about it. But if we get a glimpse of the spectral vision, I'm not sure if that's enough. But anyway, what do you think on that?
I'm looking forward to this series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, as a comic book seller, I'm glad to see, what did you call it, the politically correct term? Spectral vision, as opposed to white vision. Thank God it wasn't black vision. I only know what the politically correct term would be then. But
Vision himself said, when he said you need to please, he said, what happened to your coloration? Because his skin lost color being separated. And he said, isn't it spectral? It's like it's more spectral, like ghost-like. I was like, that's the thing. But anyway, keep going.
Yeah, Casper the Ghost was spectral too. He was white. Anyway, so I'm just looking forward to the series because I've seen the interplay between the two actors, between Wanda and Vision, and it's come across well on the screen. I want to see how they're going to bring them. I mean, I'm interested in how they're going to tap whatever source material. I'm pretty certain they're going to do that. What source material they're going to tap in order to bring him back. And they look like, they just look like they're going to have a lot of fun with this. Did you read Tom King's Vision series?
Only a little of it, and what I read, I wasn't really that impressed. A lot of head trips.
I know they're going to tap some of that, but they look like they're going for like a 1960s I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched type of feel, where where they're going to come up with something not necessarily capricious, but maybe some sort of whimsical stories that come along with it, and just have some fun. There'll be definitely the romantic aspect of it as well. So I'm looking forward to it. I really want to see how the whole thing plays out. Of all the series that I know they have coming down the pike, this one I'm actually looking forward to the most. After this would be Captain America, or rather, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But I like what I've seen. I like the little bit that I've seen so far with it. So I'm really interested. I'm really interested in seeing more of it. And I'm really interested in seeing the show overall.
Well, just in my mind, I just struggle since they haven't done that much to try to do like a what's that thing? The thing called do like Thor Ragnarok, where they just put a whole bunch of the little bit of stories that they have, and then try to fit the kids in there. It's like, hey, we put everything in there. We gave you all your bits. We gave you some Byrne bits. We gave you some Roy Thomas. We gave you and then if they throw in the Human Torch, then I'm done. I'm out of here. But this feels like they're kind of saying, hey, this, that, and the other. It's like, well, of course they always credit whoever's been involved. It's like, but how does it work? That's the hard part. But I mean these ultimately what they did in the Captain America Civil War and the Avengers was played up to the thing of, I never minded Vision having an attraction to Scarlet Witch in the other way. I just think as far as Marvel characters, they kind of decided to go too far, and I think they're like saying, well, they got kids in the comics. So, well, other people picked up Thor's hammer, and Thor is like that sort of thing. It's like, well, so I think they might be going too far, but it's the actors, the talent involved. They are, they are decent. It's just what kind of supporting cast will they have around them? Will they have the lame Norm that had sex with Crystal, that sort of characters, or are they going to make some whole new character? Oh no, they're going to have Monica Rambeau is going to be in it, right? She's going to be the nutty neighbor.
Are you serious? Monica Rambeau is going to be the black best friend?
Yes, she's going to be the best. You stop it with the color. Stop it with the black, the white vision.
It's just a TV trophy. I'm not saying anything that it's not.
The black.
It's not a big deal. Like, look,
This is Monica Rambeau. She's not just a black best friend. I can be upset about that.
If I said she was going to be the hot chick, nobody would have a problem. I say she's going to be the black best friend, and it's a problem.
The girl, Scarlet Witch girl.
Now, if she's doing that, I'd have a problem.
That's the thing. I mean, it wasn't the actress I played, but she's a decent actor who was in Chirac, that actress. So she's a decent actress.
The lead? The woman had the lead in Chirac?
Yeah, that does the long scenes where she's walking through Chirac.
Yeah, I remember those scenes. Yeah. I remember the walk.
So, I mean, since you did mention the Captain America, the Winter Soldier and Falcon series, the problem that I'm having with that is we're getting a lot of heroes, a lot of characters, not a lot of villains being talked about. I mean, you can consider John Walker a villain. He's kind of on the fence because he turns into a hero after being a terrible Captain America. So, I mean, you can play that up, but we need to get some villains. We need to get some villains in this thing.
Well, aren't they supposed to have, I mean, John Walker is just going to be your anti-hero, I suppose. Mm-hmm. But they're supposed to, isn't Baron Zemo supposed to be a part of it?
I hadn't heard. I hope so. I hope.
Yeah, I think but the guy who they had in Civil War was, Helmut Zemo. So I was thinking, okay, maybe they tap him. But if he's not going to be Baron Zemo from the comic, I really don't need to see him again.
Yeah.
Be Baron Zemo. The biggest criticism I could have against the Marvel films, with the exception of Thanos, almost all the villains buy it in the first film. You're around for one film and you buy it and you're gone. And I don't mind that for some of the lesser villains or the second tier villains, but the Red Skull should have never just bought it in the first one.
Right.
Baron Zemo is not somebody who's supposed to die. And he's supposed to be Baron Zemo. I got a grudge, because of what happened over here. Like, no, you're supposed to be the guy from World War II who's been plaguing Cat since World War II. Mm-hmm. Same thing with like cats like Armin Zola, that type of thing. So I would definitely like to see, if they're going to use them like Baron Zemo, which, I mean, they've done a good job, I think, overall with the heroes overall. But the villains, I thought, have been lacking, to a certain extent. And there's such a wealth of villainry that you can tap at the end of the day. Maybe except with the Spider-Man films. I think they've been a little bit better there. But I would just like him to see him be Baron Zemo. That guy, there's a reason why he resonates so much in the comics. Mm-hmm. If you just read, some of the plots this dude has come up with to play Captain America, you're like, oh, we can do that. And it was like, I think we talked about this before, like with the Joker. The Joker shows up in Batman 1 and they kill him.
Yeah, that was.
And after they kill him, the guys are like, why did you kill him? Mm-hmm. Why did you kill him? We can, this is good. And then after he died, this shit is always just falling into something or other, like falling in the water. That's like the Joker's traditional death. He falls in the water, but if he falls in the water, he's coming back. He always survives the fall. That's
mm-hmm.
But you want to allow a good villain to be viable, to be able to come back, to continue to contribute to overall stories, plague the hero, that type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things. That's why I almost wish they would do like a fourth Captain America movie to take on the Mark Waid Rebirth, Operation Rebirth. Well, they end it. They have I guess memorial for Cap actually dying. And then next thing you know, you see him back in the ice. And you see that big shot of him breaking out and then realizing, I'm half here. And then he has to team up with the Red Skull. And you get that sort of fun, even though they use the Cosmic Cube. They can find a way around that. So, but that's my ultimate dream of a movie. Do a fourth one where it just be Cap and Agent Carter.
That's good. I didn't know Monica Rambeau was going to be there. I got to find my first appearances of Monica Rambeau
Oh my
comic
gosh.
collection. Make certain those are on standby just in case. Hey, you know, that's how. Hey, that's how make. That's not how I sell. Okay, but the you know, hey, when it comes up, you gotta take it when it's hot. You gotta go with it.
So that's our Marvel. I think a little bit of news. They might have to check to see if there's any more, but we'll come back to you with whatever we got. Spinner rack.
Oh.
Later.